You don't hear about people's failure because they don't make it past the first point. After becoming successful, two thoughts will visit you. Unfortunately, most people don't know the conditions attached to the very first point of failure. You are not chasing your dream because you were afraid of being successful. You are not working towards your dream because you have an okay relationship with failure. Hello gorgeous, welcome to yet another exciting episode on Dramatic Ramat. If this is your first time here, my name is Ramat and I am dramatic. Welcome to episode 5 of my series Ramat TOT. As always, today's episode will leave you rethinking what you think you know. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump right into today's episode. There is a common belief that you are not chasing your dream because you were afraid of failure. But is this really the case? No. You are not chasing your dream because you were afraid of being successful. You think you won't be able to keep up with the success that comes from achieving your dream. You think you will mess things up and your after will be worse than your before. Let's get out of the box for a minute. You are not working towards your dream because you have an okay relationship with failure. Your relationship with failure is okay because it is not something you want to keep, but you have to keep it because it is predictable and convenient for you. Failure has a bad PR, no noise, no advert. But for some reason, he is widely known for being a bad guy who may also reward or not reward your efforts. People often try to outrun failure, but can you really outrun something like failure? Something that can silently and permanently alter someone's life. The F in failure stands for familiarity, which is what makes it predictable, and therefore some people find comfort in failing. Failure is very common, much more common than you think. Whatever number you are thinking, multiply it by 1,000, then double it. As common and bad as failure may seem, there are two interesting points about failure. The first interesting thing is that you can get over it quickly and faster than you think, only if you know or follow these two conditions. The first condition is do not dwell in failure. The longer you spend thinking about failing, the more it becomes your reality. And dwelling in failure makes it feel like all is well when it is not. The second condition is know and trust the second point. This brings me to the second point. You will do better the second time than the first time. Now, this may seem simple and easy, but I promise you it is not. This is because getting better the second time does not mean or guarantee success, but you sure are much closer to success than you are to failure. Failure has a sworn enemy. The reason for their beef, I don't know. This enemy is called consistency. Consistency is the bridge between success and failure. Maybe that's why they hate each other. However, I think there might be another reason why they might hate each other. Consistency is a very close friend of success. Which brings me to this quote I framed while writing this script. The more you fail at something, the further away you are from failure and the closer you are to success. Because every try builds consistency, and consistency is what success loves the most. Unfortunately, most people don't know the conditions attached to the very first point of failure and therefore find it hard to proceed to the next point. You don't hear about people's failure because they don't make it past the first point. Only someone who made it to the second point will talk about failure because they no longer see it as failure. You are afraid of success because it is unfamiliar and unpredictable, but most importantly because you may not want it anymore after achieving it. Success has a good team and a good PR, so it is portrayed to be all glow and glamour, even though it is not. You know what failure is all about. Once you fail at something, that's it. You don't have to put in more work after failing unless you make it to the second point of failure. Success is not like that. It is very demanding. It requires a lot more from you now that you're successful than when you are unsuccessful. You have to keep working for it, prove that you deserve it, or it will disappear and leave you where you started or even worse. The most important reason why you are not chasing your dream is not because you don't believe in yourself. In fact, you believe in yourself. It's because you think you can keep up with being successful. So you settle with what you can keep up with, failure and average. But success is better than you think. It will teach and show you how to keep up with it. But there is a problem. There is a very high chance you will likely miss the signs and cues. After achieving what you think was unachievable and attaining what you think was unattainable, after becoming successful, two thoughts will visit you. The thought you choose to listen to will determine if you can keep up with success or get dragged down again by failure. The first thought will thank you for putting in the work and not giving up. It will encourage you to keep going because the sky is your limit, and because if you could get here, you can go further than you think. The second thought will not thank you. It will say things like, it's all in your head, it's a one-time thing, you only got lucky. Sounds discouraging, right? Yes. But if you think all these are bad, think again after these sentences it will wrap up with. You are so far behind. That person is better than you. Your maximum is that person's minimum. Just give up. You can get there. These sentences are some of the reasons for the downfall of many successful people. This second thought is called comparison. Failure's ride or die. This guy will do anything to get on failure's good side. If you think comparison is a good friend anyone could have, think again. You know the saying, my enemy's enemy is my friend. Comparison hates success more than failure. Not only that, he is very manipulative. He made success believe he's her friend when he is not. Comparison fuels a person's passion only to suck it all up in the end with the passion itself. The two thoughts can visit anytime in no particular order. But because one of them is manipulative, they may or may not come in their actual form, which is why it is hard to tell which is which. However, success is very kind. She is like a muscle memory that never leaves you and will fire you back up anytime you start putting in the work again. The biggest and hardest climb is the one after a fall. It is harder to climb back up, but the chances of climbing higher this time is very high. Failure weakens when you move beyond it, but success strengthens when you realize you can always recreate it. If you could do it the first time, you definitely can do it the second time and even better. The reasons for your fear of achieving your dream and being successful will likely not even come to pass. This is because the person you are right now before chasing your dream will not be the one to keep your dream alive. The person you will become to chase your dream and the person you will become while chasing your dream will be the one to keep your dream alive and well. Trust yourself enough to catch yourself when you fall and get yourself back up when there is no help. We need people around us, but before that, you need yourself. Build a relationship with yourself and it will be easy to build anything else after that. Anything else after that is not as hard because you now have a good relationship with yourself. That's all on today's episode. Thank you so much for staying till the end. If you liked this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. I will see you same time next Friday. Stay gorgeous.